So, what does it really mean for an AI to understand something? I mean, it's one of the biggest, most mind bending questions in tech right now. But here's the thing, the key to unlocking it might not be in the latest, greatest model, but in a ghost from AI's past. A super simple program from the 1960s that, believe it or not, revealed something absolutely profound about us.
Let's start with a question for you. Think about a time you were talking to a chatbot or maybe your virtual assistant. Have you ever had that little spark of connection? That one moment where you thought, whoa, it actually gets me?
Now, take a look at this. On the left, that's a response from a brand new, super sophisticated AI. On the right, that's from a program called ELIZA, built way back in 1966. It's kind of spooky how similar they feel, isn't it? Well, that similarity, that's right at the heart of a story that completely changed how we think about intelligent machines.
To really get a handle on our relationship with AI today, we've got to go back in time. We're about to meet a program that was never, ever built to be intelligent. Actually, its creator designed it to prove just how unintelligent machines really were.
Okay, so picture this. The place is the MIT Artificial Intelligence Lab. The time is the mid-60s, and in that lab, a computer scientist built a program so simple, yet so unbelievably powerful, that it would accidentally change our relationship with technology forever. That computer scientist was Joseph Weizenbaum, and he had a very specific, almost paradoxical goal in mind when he created ELIZA. See, he wasn't trying to build a thinking machine. No, he was trying to reveal a magic trick. Weizenbaum's whole point was to show everyone that you could create the illusion of an intelligent conversation with just a few simple tricks, no real comprehension needed. He wanted to pull back the curtain and say, see, this is how limited computers are when it comes to truly understanding human language and emotion. But then something totally unexpected happened. Instead of seeing the trick, people fell for the magic, hard. They started confiding in ELIZA, pouring their hearts out, forming real emotional bonds with it. Weizenbaum was just floored. His experiment to expose the machine's emptiness had somehow revealed this deep-seated human need to connect, even with something he knew was just a handful of code.
So, how did it work, right? How did such a basic program fool so many smart people so effectively? Okay, let's pull back that curtain and see Eliza's deceptively simple trick for ourselves. The big secret was a technique called pattern matching. ELIZA wasn't thinking. It wasn't understanding a single word. It was basically just a glorified search and replace function. It scanned what you typed for certain keywords, and then it just applied a pre-written rule to turn your own sentence into a question. A simple but absolutely brilliant text manipulation trick.
And here's the trick in action. It's so clever. If you typed, "I am unhappy," ELIZA would just spot the keywords "I am," apply its rule to swap them with "why are you," and then just parrot the rest of your own words right back at you. That simple little structural flip, that's what created this incredible illusion of a thoughtful, probing conversation. Now, the real genius of Weizenbaum's design was the persona he chose for ELIZA. The doctor script mimicked a very specific kind of psychotherapist, one who just asks these open-ended, reflective questions. And this was a total masterstroke. A therapist like that doesn't need to know any facts about the world. They just need to reflect your own thoughts back at you. And that is exactly what ELIZA's simple rules were designed to do. So this simple little trick had a profound, and frankly, a completely bonkers impact. The reaction from people who used it went so far beyond what anyone, especially Weizenbaum, could have ever predicted. People started treating ELIZA like a real person, a real confidant. Get this, Weizenbaum's own secretary, who knew it was just a program, would ask him to leave the room so she could have a private conversation with it. People were revealing their deepest secrets. They'd get mad, really angry when Weizenbaum tried to explain it wasn't real. The illusion was just more powerful than the reality. And this shocking reaction gave birth to a whole new psychological concept, the ELIZA effect. It's our built-in tendency to project our own intelligence and emotions onto a machine. We just can't help it. We automatically assume that if something can use language like us, it must be thinking like us. We're the ones who fill in all the blanks. And the ELIZA effect is absolutely everywhere today. It's that little pang of sadness you feel for a character in a video game. It's the trust you might place in a mental health chatbot. Or, it's that frustration you feel when you literally start yelling at your virtual assistant. We are constantly giving human-like qualities to our technology. And this brings us right back to ELIZA's legacy. Its ghost is still hanging around in the incredibly complex AI landscape we're all navigating today, shaping how we talk to these things and what we expect from them. Of course, the technology has evolved like crazy. We've gone from ELIZA's simple rules to the more complex but still scripted systems like Siri and Alexa, all the way to today's large language models that can generate unbelievably fluent text. But here's the kicker. The fundamental interaction and our psychological reaction to it is pretty much the same. And that brings us right to Weizenbaum's core warning, which is more important now than it ever has been. Just because an AI can spit out fluent, coherent, even empathetic-sounding language, it does not mean it understands or feels or thinks. The illusion of cognition has gotten so much more powerful, but at the end of the day, it's still an illusion. This is it. This is the ultimate lesson from the whole story of ELIZA. Our perception that an AI understands us is not the same thing as the AI actually understanding. They are two completely different things, and confusing them has huge consequences for how we build and interact with these incredibly powerful systems. So, I'm going to leave you with this question to chew on. The next time you have that feeling, that little spark where you think an AI really gets you, just pause for a second and ask yourself, is the intelligence really in the machine? Or is it in our incredible, amazing human capacity to find meaning and connection, even in an echo?